Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, 22 Peakers. Welcome to the second summit to talk about and the Peak Performers scoreboard for February. It's been a bit of an odd month. I think January was pretty big for everybody because we all had a lot of new energy. February trailed off a little bit, but also a lot of rain. A lot of staying at home, wishing we could climb mountains, and I don't know about you guys, but I've been feeling like I'm climbing bloody walls a little bit. I just want to get out there, and I feel like we haven't climbed for far too long, although I've done a couple of little ones near home, which were safe. Looking forward to getting out. So I think it's been a little bit of a quiet month, but anyway, well, let's have a look and see what we've got. Firstly, I just wanted to welcome a number of new entries into the scoreboards. Some of you guys were already on board in January but didn't post, so some are playing catch up. But we have, I think, 22 new names on the scoreboard. So Alex Kamin, Andrea, did I pronounce that right? Andrea Blums, Barbara Gurnetsky, Beck Churchill, Ben Ryan, Carla Diana, Charlotte Stevens, Christina Joy, Darren Beaumont, Dung Hawkins, who's been around for a while, I think, or maybe he just joined in Feb, not sure. Elle Baldwin, Amelia Archibald, Janine Gurney, Justina Carolina Luco. I don't know if I got that right. There's a lot of great names in here that I struggle with, clearly. Caitlin Jensen, Kerry Golden, Leona Ryan, Michael Nunn, Stephanie Rogers, Suze Payne, Tracy Taylor, and Yusuf Khatri. Welcome you guys to the scoreboard. Lovely to have you in the challenge and seeing that you're active in the 22 or possibly 35 official Peaks challenge. So we've got a lot of the same names because January was huge. A lot of the same names still up at the top of the board. Joel Abbott only put in, well, let's see, Joel, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's a pretty good effort, but you already had, I think, 19. So Joel's still top of the leaderboard with 26 and 3 awards. By the way, not a big month for new awards. I think a lot of people doing twos and single peaks. A couple of new awards went up. So Joel right at the top, Jade and Trevor, Donna and Vince all high up with 19s and 18s. Aaron and Leanne down here. What am I doing? There we go. I've got the camera in the way, so I can't really see what I'm doing here. Hayden, didn't see any more for you. Not sure if you did just missed the post or if you didn't do any new peaks. Candice up there with 12. Annika, myself, Catherine and Robert, Lalonde, or Elle as we love to call her, Eric, all sitting there on 11, and Simon Roberts. And then we've got Claire Grant. We're getting into the single figures now from Claire down. Claire Grant, Helen, Ricky, Viva, Adam, Amanda, Jennifer, Jody, Catherine. I don't know if I'm going to go through every one of these names because we've currently got, I've just counted, we've got 112 people now. So for me to read out 112 names is going to be a little bit boring for everybody. But I encourage you to go onto the Peak Performance scoreboard spreadsheet and have a look for yourself and see where you're sitting. There's a lot of new people recently joined. You guys are probably closer down to the bottom. With the 3s, 4s, 5s, 2s, and a couple of people just in with 1. Let's see, yeah, I think you guys, Carla, Chantel, Christina, Darren, Elle, Jessica, Jody, Michelle, Susan, Tracy, I think you guys are, oh no, some of you came in on January as well. So Total peaks. I really like to have a look at which are the most popular peaks because, I don't know, that's why I've got a spreadsheet. Why wouldn't you? Noonoon, 66. Really, really popular. Also the easiest one. Followed by Coolum, very, very popular. And then you've got Mitchell, Beerburn, Karora. So a lot of the obvious ones. Now I'm going to start encouraging people to come along and try some. I'm just going to call them virgin peaks because as far as the Peak Performance Scoreboard is concerned and the 22 and 35 official peak challenge, there's a couple that haven't been touched yet, so maybe this is the month for a couple of virgin peaks. So Tempest, that's a big one because you probably want to go for a weekend and do some camping. That's over on Moreton. But what about these ones? Mount Castle, nobody been on it. Double top. Steamers, the Steamers and Mount Steamer Lookout, incredible. I can't wait to get on that one. I'm going to put that pretty high on my list. Only one person's done Roberts, believe that was Joel. Nobody's done Bell. Bell is after Roberts, so that's a double peak. Wilson's, Superbus, or Superbus as I like to call it, only one. Again, I think that was Joel. May and Maroon's getting a good number of hits. Clooney, nobody's touched it. I don't know why. Montserrat, so wanted to do Montserrat, but we had planned it. There was a good group of us going, lined up all the four-wheel drives, heaps of people wanting to go, and then couldn't because all the rain started that week and all got washed out. So I want to put that back on my list because it looks beautiful up there. But I think we've got to wait until the water goes down in the portals, otherwise it might not be too much fun getting washed away down the mountain. Barney, still a low number of Barney summits. That's mainly Trevor and Jade and co doing the Barney summits. Mount Ernest, nobody touched it. What's wrong with Mount Ernest? And if anybody's been there, put a comment in the post and let us know about some of these peaks. Are we all avoiding them because they're not safe, or they're too hard, or you get lost, or there's gimpy, or is it just like, well, nobody's really gotten to them yet, but they're a heap of fun, so maybe we should put some events up for that. Hobby, Waghorn, Boyd's Butt, Kugel, East and West, pretty low numbers on those ones. Bally and Gannon. So these ones are all down the Springbrook end of town. Beautiful area, so highly recommend you get down to some of those. Let's quick look at the awards. We've got 16 tryhards have been claimed. Nobody on the tryharder. I still don't know if that one's possible. Seeking advice, waiting for somebody that can tell us. I think it's real hardcore. Don't know if anyone's done it, all three in one hit. Love to find out. I think it's technically very challenging. That's what I've heard, and that's from people who I believe are very experienced. So I don't know, jury's out on that one. Oh My Quad, everyone's been going for the Oh My Quads, including myself and Annika. There's 19 have been claimed. Only one high five. If you're going to do 5, you might as well do 6, right? So there's 7 what the hex is been claimed so far. So in total, just for January, February, and just inside of the official peaks and not including re-peaks, we've got 606, which I think is bloody impressive, and a total of 43 awards have been claimed. What else am I going to say? I don't know. There was no real big standouts for the month. I think the weather has kind of killed a lot of the peaks or the hikes for the month. But I'm hoping that we're past it now. Big love and thoughts for all of those that did get washed out or that got damaged from the storms, and the people that are in this group that are out there helping people. Big shout out to the Cheese Bros. I know I've seen some of your posts. I know that you're doing the absolute best you can to help support those people that got washed out and lost a lot of stuff and are really struggling. So I guess stay safe. When it's safe to go back on the peaks, go back on the peaks. In the meantime, we're just doing local, low-lying stuff. We found some kick-ass trails over the other side of Mount Cootha that we haven't even been on before. We did 16 Ks the other day, some really steep tracks, and ended up in a waterfall down at Simpsons, which was absolutely divine. So if you can't do the big peaks, find a small one, find a safe one. Don't take risks. There's still a big risk out there of all of the rain that's been making things a little bit unsettled, and I'd hate to hear stories that people have gotten hurt or landslides. There was a landslide on Karora just after the storm. So yeah, just be careful out there, guys. Take your time. I'm going to go out this weekend to have a look at stuff, and I'm not absolutely 100% committed to getting to the top. If we get to the top, great, but if it smells like danger, we're just going to stop. We're just going to turn around and come back. So I encourage you to go out and have a look, but make a call. Don't let pride or ego get in the way of safety, because that's the most important thing. So big love to you all. Keep peaking. I hope you're having great fun. I hope you're looking forward to getting out there again as much as I am, and I look forward to seeing you all on the peaks really soon. Take care. See ya.